Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here, CCxRC. Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here. Welcome to CCxRC. If you guys aren't subscribed already, you should definitely subscribe in order to check out some more content that we have coming for you. Today, I've got some interesting stuff about the new Furitek Cayman. I've got it kind of lifted looking because I'm just doing a quick body mount. I have a different body I'm working on for it. But I wanted to get it out on the trails, and if it rolled over, I wanted to have something to protect it. So, the first thing I want to show you guys is the steering modification that Oni Vox told me about on YouTube last night. So the steering was only turning, that's as much as you'd get, very little. But he gave me a mod that lets me turn it way further. So I didn't do both sides yet because I wanted to show you the differences and what we're doing here in order to make this happen. Super simple fix. You may have known about it already, but if you'll notice on this side, no screw. On this side, there is a screw holding this arm on right here, this carrier hub. So what you do is you take this off, and I have the wrong size wrench. Of course I do. These are 1/5s, which actually makes it really nice to work on. A little bit bigger tool, easier to get the bite on. All we're going to do is remove that screw and put it on the back side, and we're going to get so much more steering. Pretty amazing. I don't know why I didn't look at it that closely when I was doing the unboxing video to show you guys, but I didn't even see it. But yeah, you just put it back here on the back. There's another screw, same size. All it's going to do is bite it in there and hold it to the axle, so it can go from either side. This just means that it doesn't have that bump stop from the steering knuckle hitting on that. So, way more steering, especially if you look at it from the bottom side. Let's do it like this. A lot more steering. That's a pretty good angle, if you ask me. It's going to steer a whole lot better because of that. So that was the first thing. The second question I've been getting is, does it come with the other magnets? Yes, it does come with the other magnets for mounting your body. In fact, that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. I'm just going to use it. They're so strong that it will not allow this piece that I have up in the top here. It's just going to pull that off, which is fine because it's got sticky on it, or I'll put Velcro on it. I just want it for like quick right now till I get to the final body. But it was easy to just screw in the back here, the normal plate here. I had this brand new body I'd taken off of something. So I'm just getting ready to add a little hot glue onto these, just for now, to close this down on. Bam, like so. We're just gonna let that do its thing. And I was just getting my track out there ready. It was still wet from all the storms we've had in the rain. I have a big flamethrower on a propane tank that we use for burn piles and stuff. And I took it out there and I was using it to dry the track and also kill the weeds that were starting to grow. Worked great for that, burned them right up. And then I was applying some weed killer, and what I did, it looked like it was going to be a beautiful day. Next thing you know, blew in a quick misting of rain. So it's all wet again. So I need to go back out there and dry it again. Fortunately, I don't know if I want to use the propane tank because I just put down the weed killer. So we'll see. We'll find it. If nothing else, I'll do a little run on my little track and maybe try and get it up to reaction and run it up there for you guys. See a little bit more of it. It definitely looks taller. All the weight, though, is still down low for the most part. Articulation, people were asking about. It's not bad. It's not as good as some of my comp trucks, for sure. But you also have portals. But I mean, it's, let me grab a tape measure. We'll go from the front here until we get the back end lifting off. Right. Let's see if I can do it where you guys can see it a little better. So lift off is about there. So yeah, just over 2.5 inches. So with the rear, the front lifts, you're getting about the same 2.5. So things you could do for that. we're trying not to do a whole lot because, the point of buying a kit is to get something that's pretty much ready to go. For 20 bucks more, you could get some double barrel shocks, which would compress even further. You're losing some of the compression here, which is causing it to lift. If that could keep going, that shock, it would. There's really nothing stopping it except it's bottoming out the shock in there. So that's one thing. But, I mean, everything else feels pretty smooth and would allow the flex. I don't feel like it's binding or anything. It's just that it's bottoming out the shock is what it feels like. So you could potentially move your shock locations. There are different mounting points you could do. People do some pretty drastic angles, and that would give you a bit more. But I feel like with the portals, it's going to be okay. So the other question was, these are the new Hustler tires. I wanted to see them compared to something else. So here I've got a set of Mudslingers. You can see how much taller they are. But I can also measure them and get a quick measurement for you guys here. Had to find my tool. So we're going to zero this out. And we can get a quick measurement on the tire. And I'd say about 52, 53. Yep, about 52 millimeter. That's got a little bit of room on there. 5211. So yeah, 52 millimeters. They're not as tall as the Scramblers and some of the other tires, but the compound feels really good in these. So, and they're nice and soft, and the actual tread feels like it's going to grip pretty good on things. So anyway, that's the quick update on this. I just wanted to tell you guys about it. Let's see how many tire stacks we can do. Some people go by that for their flex. You're gonna get right to about 3, and that's just coming off of there. All right, there you have it, guys. A quick update on the Furitek Cayman. I do think this thing is pretty capable out of the box. So we'll give it a quick little run on the side course and then call it a wrap. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna do this one a little different. We go ahead and start up on the top here with this guy and see how it does. Oh, I just full throttled that. Trying to switch the controller. These tires eat, man. Looks pretty good for foams. You can hear them gripping. Here's where that clearance to the portals is going to be nice, going over that ridge. Get the belly slide across it. There's a little bit of a belly slide there as well. Overall, not bad. Not bad. We'll go now the other way that we normally go. This thing is a lot wider, so it is very limiting on approaches, but it has tons of wheel speed. And I started that corner way early. Flex really isn't too bad. It's not as much as some. That may turn out to be a good thing, especially with the portals. Might not need it, but it'll keep you from flexing too much when you're side hilling. So overall, guys, feels pretty good. And I've got that body riding down there nice and high. There's a pretty good flex shot. I haven't done much yet with my FCX24. I need to get it back out. It's been so busy. Give me a little bit of ideas for that truck and the build that can be done with it. Nice. Need to get it on the rocks that I know, though. That's what's really telling. All right, guys, there it is. I gotta stop doing that, switching hands on the controller. The Furitek Cayman. Pretty cool, guys. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, hope this shows you a little bit more of what it's capable of. Until I can get it on the rocks, though, which hopefully maybe later today, if things dry out, we'll get another video up for you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Have fun RCing.